What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends, and we are just going to cut right into it here. We are in Spider's Den, stage 25 with Sicia Flametongue, and we have now achieved a personal best time of 15 seconds on Spider's Den 25. Now, this is on the free-to-play account. We've showcased this team a little bit before in the past with Sicia Flametongue on this account with a 25 to 30 second run that we had built using the double Cold Heart team. But we've kind of changed things up a little bit. I thought with the Guaranteed Sicia event, I'd go ahead and tune this up a little bit. I'd been being lazy and forgot actually that I even had Elgato the Seer on this account to get the other HP burner that I would need to sort of do this. And we're going to go ahead and run it a couple times. I just did it. It's clan versus clan, so I usually will run Spider 25 to get some points. But let's go ahead and just take a look at the run, then I'll show you guys how this is tuned up a little bit. We have it as a full auto run. Basically, we have our Cold Heart lead off with our Heart Seeker. Elgato going to come in with his HP burn. Sicia's going to nuke it. We're going to get the freeze from Achak. Kaimar is going to reset. We're basically going to go through it again. And there you go. It's pretty consistent so far. But I do want to actually point out that this can fail. It's possible because of Achak. His freeze is not fully booked, and I believe even when fully booked it's only like a 90%, so it's not a 100% chance. And if he does miss a freeze on one or two of the spiderlings, they can actually cut in and kill Elgato before he gets off his second HP burn, and that can basically throw the entire thing completely out of whack. We'll see if we can get it to happen here, just to kind of show you guys that it's not 100% guaranteed. See, there you go, we did have a spider break loose and actually get him, but it was only one, so thankfully it didn't mess up the run. If two spiders can get through, it's possible that they can kill him. He is only at level 50, so we don't have a whole lot of tankiness on him. And Achak is also at level 50. We could take him to 6 stars if we wanted to and go down the defense and the support tree to get that freeze to hit really consistently. But I just personally don't feel like the small chance that the failure is worth investing more resources into him on a free-to-play account. So we are running this team with 250s, which is pretty cool. Because obviously we're going to use Kaimar in other spots, so we're going to invest in him. That's fine. Sicia is a great champion to use in a couple of different areas. We can use her in Faction Wars, we can use her on the Hydra, use her here in the Spider. So of course we're going to have fun using her. And then Elgato, I don't really feel like I need to take him above 50. He could be a pretty good champ in some areas, but not really sure it's worth it. Now you see here we kind of had a little bit of an outlier here. We hit 23 seconds, but we're not going to complain about that. That's still pretty much faster than what we were doing before with our older team. I don't really like attack amulets, otherwise I would usually keep that. Let's hit it again just to kind of see if we have that consistency. I'm trying to get it to fail. I want you guys to see what the failed run looks like when Achak misses the freeze, but you know, when I want it to happen, it doesn't happen. But let's see if yeah, it looks like he got all of them again, and as long as he gets that, we're usually pretty good. And it's just a matter of, you know, getting the timing down there. So there we go, another 15-second run. We got this, like I said, pretty consistently. This is faster than the team I have on my main account because I don't have Kaimar on that account just yet. I'm having to use the Renegade team there, which I have another video for. If you guys are curious, you can look for that one. But let's go ahead and look into the presets I have on this just to kind of give you guys an idea of how these guys are running. So let's see, and also can kind of show you all what I was doing before. Where's our other team that we had in here? Do I not have it saved? Or did I may have overwritten it. No, here it is. So here, I don't know why I put Spider 21, it's Spider 25. But this is the team we were using before. We had Renegade in there to get that fast reset with the 2 Cold Hearts. And yeah, Achak. And then here, okay, here's our old Spider 25 team. Double Cold Heart, Kaimar, Achak, and Sicia. Now we've brought in an actual HP burn. We no longer use Sicia to do the HP burn. She just nukes it and activates them. So it's a little bit faster team. So we have Sicia set up, and she's just going to always use her Flame Eruption, which is basically going to put that weaken, decrease defense, but activates all the HP burns. It decreases the duration of them by 1 turn, which is why we need Elgato to go twice with his HP burn, so it's up there again for her to nuke with on the second time. Kaimar, we just make sure we got Seal Magic, and Kaimar needs to be the slowest person on this team, so he's resetting everybody's cooldowns before they can go. We have Elgato set to go, and basically, I don't know why I turned that off. Could have just put that at 1. So we got him just using the Pyroclasm. as the opener. I should have probably set that to, I'll just go ahead and do that right now. I'll just put this as always use. That way it's not gonna matter really in either way, but Cold Heart, we're always gonna use the Heart Seeker. Now, my Cold Heart is actually at 211, and the reason is she's gonna go as the first attacker, and then the spider is gonna drop down the 2 remaining spiderlings. And I had to tune this a little bit because Akoth is 1 speed slower than her. But that way she activates the extra spiderlings, and then when he puts the HP burn out, it's going to hit everybody. That way we make sure we get the most damage out of that Sicia HP burn nuke. Here's Achak, just high accuracy so we can hit those hit the Frostfire Gale. You can see we've only got 3 books in that, which is why again we're only getting 15%, so we're getting an 85% chance to land that. You can only book that up to 90, and then if we really wanted to, we could go down and get Fearsome Presence and get the support masteries. That would probably help us get that to 100%. But you can kind of see how the team works there. Let's run it again just to make sure we didn't screw anything up there by changing around Akoth's priorities. It shouldn't. It should still work just fine. So let's see here. We still get the HP burn off. Get the nuke in. Get the freeze. Reset. Okay, there we go. We did get an attack from one of the spiderlings, but it looks like everything is still working here just fine. So there you go. All right, so really nothing going on there. All right, let's jump into champions. We'll take a quick look at their builds and their gear so you guys can see what's going on. Now, we are very fortunate on this account to have 2 Prince Kymars, so we actually are using our second Kymar here, and I pretty much built him specifically just for this team. We can't use him in other areas, so his gear is really not rolled up that much. You can see here 186 speed, he is going last in this tune, 285 accuracy, not that it really matters, he doesn't really need to put anybody to sleep or hit his poisons or anything, so he's just there to reset the cooldowns. I don't think we even have any books on him. We don't have any books on him. We don't have masteries done either, so that's pretty cool with him. Now Sicia is built out fairly decently. She is at 204 with 422 accuracy. A little low on the defense and the HP. If we wanted to use her in Hydra, we would have to change these numbers. But again, we're pretty much just using her for this team here. And I don't believe we've used... Okay, we put 3 books into her. And her masteries are sort of halfway done. So that's those 2 there. And then if we come down a little bit more, the only other 60 on this team is our Cold Heart, who surprisingly is actually not. She's at 69% crit rate. Should be at 70, obviously, so we'll have to work on that. 211 speed, 227 accuracy, and really the rest of the stats don't matter too much on her. And I think she is fully booked and fully built out because we used to use her in our Spider 20 team with Ragnar Goldgleam, so we had to finish all her stuff there. And then we have 2 50s on the team, which is kind of the fun thing. We didn't have to invest the extra resources on these champs. So we do have Achak, and we didn't even put jewelry on him. And basically we just made sure his accuracy and his speed were what they needed to be for him to go before Kymar's reset. So we keep those spiderlings frozen, so they're taking turns, but they're not actually attacking us. He does not have any masteries. We did put a couple books on him trying to hit the Frostfire Gale. Unfortunately, a lot of them went into the A1. And into the A2, we didn't quite get that lucky, but we want to try to get that last one there to get that buff chance. And then we have Akoth, who I actually just put together today. We didn't really roll the gear up too much. I actually only rolled this helmet up because I wanted to give him a little bit more HP to see if he could survive if that freeze fails. So what happened was we had this not even rolled up, and our speed was pretty much perfect. So what I decided to do is I'll just take it to 12. It's CBC anyways. We can get some points for that. It's artifact enhancement. So we just kind of threw a couple pieces on here that we had laying around to get him where he needed to be speed-wise and accuracy-wise. So he's at 300 accuracy and his speed's at 210. So he's just tuned to go in this team. We're not really going to use him anywhere else. We're just using him as that primary HP burner so that Sicia can activate his HP burns. And I don't believe we have any books in him either, and we certainly do not have any masteries done since I actually just 50'd him and ascended him today. I completely forgot I had him. So there you go, guys. That is a look at the 15-second Spider 25 team that we were just able to develop today. Hopefully this will help you guys out if you're trying to do it yourself, if you just pulled Sicia on the 12 guaranteed sacreds. I think it was actually a pretty good event they put on, especially if you don't have a good Spider 25 team. It's honestly, in my opinion, account changing. to get a champion like Sicia, because you can go to getting a very low speed or a very fast speed farm for Spider 25, which really changes the way you farm silver. It changes the way you score points in CVC. It does a lot for your account. I wouldn't suggest buying 12 Sacreds to get her if you don't have her. I don't think it's worth spending the $225, I think, to get her. I would never encourage anyone to buy shards to go for a guaranteed Sacred event, because I think Sacreds are way overvalued. But I've been of the mindset lately to save my shards. So if you have been doing that and you have 12 Sacreds and you don't have her and you have a pretty slow Spider team, I would probably think pretty hard about investing them into getting her, because I think she's a pretty solid champion overall, that you can also use in Hydra and a couple other areas if you build her correctly. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll do my best to get you an answer as soon as I can. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.